Hi, Danika Watson, nurse practitioner, coming to you today to discuss all things sunscreen. This is a disclaimer. This is not medical advice, recommendations, or a diagnosis. This does not take the place of a well child check or a sick visit. If you have any specific questions, please reach out to your pediatrician or your healthcare provider. So this is not just focused to children, but also at adults. Everybody needs sunscreen, right? We need to protect ourselves from the sun's harmful rays. And by doing that, we still can absorb the good rays, the vitamin D from the sun, but we just need to block out the bad sun rays, the ones that can cause the skin cancer, etc. So for your littles, my favorite form of protection is going to be a sunscreen plus like covered, so like long sleeves, a high neck, etc. You can find those swimsuits in any of the children's departments. Look for like SPF 30 or greater on your swimwear, or a lot of them are like SPF 50 when they have the long sleeves. Now, with that being said, you need to really make sure that you coat the face with the sunscreen, the back of the hands, the ears, the back of the neck, and even if you have like a ponytail or a part, you do their scalp, just to try to protect them even more from those harmful rays. Some of the sunscreens that I recommend for children are going to be a more cleaner product. As I've discussed before, our skin is like a giant mouth. So anything that we would not ingest orally, we really don't want to put on our skin. So if you don't know what's in your sunscreen, or some of those like sunscreens that you spray, just think about it. Would you spray it directly in your mouth? If the answer is no, you probably don't want to put it on yours or your child's skin. My favorite sun protection products are going to be one from Essentially Savvy. She's got a really good sunscreen. It's what we use majority of the time. Another really clean one that I prefer is the Badger brand, and I usually get that off Amazon. However, so those are like my two products. I'm not saying that the others aren't ever used by us, but those are just my two cleaner products. When choosing a sunscreen, like I said, you want to make sure it's SPF 30 or greater. The higher the SPF, the better. But just because you have an SPF of 85 does not mean you can only apply one time. Every 60 minutes, you need to be reapplying that sunscreen, and you need to do it even sooner if your child or yourself are in and out of the water. Okay. When you get in the water and then you get out, you need to completely dry your skin, put the sunscreen on, and then allow it to dry, and then you may submerge yourself back in the water, or else we're just washing it all off. So those would be my favorite clean sunscreens and how to apply them. Also for adults, you know, if you're going to be out in the sun a lot, or if you're going to be working in the garden a lot, and you want to protect your arms, especially from sun damage, your face, you know, always wear a hat. For your children, you can always put a wide brimmed hat on them. A lot of kids just don't like leave it on, so it's not the best. But for older adults, especially like a wide brimmed hat, something that protects their ears. And then even the long sleeves for adults, you can find at your local sporting goods stores that have like the SPF 50 protection in there. There are a lot of swimsuits out there that offer that protection. So just be really diligent when you're looking and being mindful of how much your kid's going to be in the sun, and how, you know, the duration of the periods of time can kind of help guide you on what swimsuit to put on or what sun protection to put on. I do hope this was helpful. Again, if you have any questions, specific questions, please reach out to your healthcare provider.